Hello and welcome to DCTV Recap. I'm Jason Inman.
I'm Ashley Victoria Robinson.
This, of course, is the show where we talk about all the CW DCTV shows, even though Titans has seemed to be invading this. It's invading the DC. This is the symbol for invading. I don't know if you knew that.
Look, Titans was only the best-selling comic for a decade. There's no reason for us to not talk about it.
Well, Ashley, I don't know if you need to use the new Teen Titans, not the Titans.
You're not wrong, but I'm just gonna say that I have no problem continuing to talk about Titans.
We're just excited for the show. Yeah. Real quick before we get to all your questions, went on to talk about a couple things. Don't forget that we have a P.O. box you can send stuff into. So far, nobody sent anything. We want to open stuff on screen, just like Big J Customs sent us this awesome pops.
Yes.
The second thing is I'll be doing another Talking Comics live stream tomorrow night on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'll put the exact date on the screen. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it'll be flashing up there. Don't worry about it. All right, so let's go right into your questions. And remember, if you want to get your question answered in a DCTV recap video, then you just have to comment in this video. So I just last week, man, it was hard finding good questions. So I need good questions, guys. I need good thought-provoking questions, okay? First question comes from Manic G18. Hey, Jason. I know Batman can't be used on any of the shows, I assume the CW shows, but do you think that we could see Bruce Wayne in the Titans series? I feel it would be important to show a scene of Dick and Bruce's falling out, which leads to Robin becoming Nightwing. All right, now, before we get to your answer real quick, Ashley, we do have to stress two things. Nothing has confirmed that Nightwing is in the Titan series, except for an early casting announcement that said Nightwing. Now, as far as that, we only know that Robin is in it.
And just in case people don't know, character names can change between original casting, original press release. Sometimes they can even change on set. So there is a chance that even though Nightwing was teased and Nightwing is what we all want to see, that we will just get Robin.
And I've said several times on this that I think the season 1 arc is going to be him going from Robin to Nightwing. So I think if Nightwing's in the show, they're holding it close to vest. Let's ask you, can we see Bruce Wayne in the show?
I do think that this question presumes a couple things. Okay. You're presuming that him becoming Nightwing is because of a falling out with Bruce, which might not happen. You know, I hate to break it to you guys, the TV shows don't follow the comics. Beat for beat. Now, that's the arc that we all know, that we all like, that we would all like to see, but there's a chance that that might not happen. I would love to see Bruce Wayne on Titans. I hadn't considered that. You know, John Hamm's been doing nothing but TV commercials for like 5 years.
TurboTax.
So, you make great money doing commercials, so like that's not a shot across the bow.
No.
But I think he would be a great guest star.
John Hamm needs to be a superhero. He really does.
Yeah, and I think if you're just going to do Bruce Wayne, so like you don't need to like necessarily be Chris Hemsworth's superhero physique. You just need to be like a handsome guy who can wear black really well.
Do you think he's too big of a name for a streaming service, though?
I think he might be.
Okay.
He might be, but he was the first person that I thought of when I heard the question.
Fair point.
But I think there's no reason why Bruce Wayne can't be on Titans. What about you?
No. Sorry. I was waiting through your entire answer. I was like, I'm going to say no.
I'm going to be Jason.
Sure.
Why Jason?
Because the same thing that stops the Arrowverse from using anything Batman is going to stop Titans. Even though Titans, we don't know whether it's connected. It's probably not connected to the Arrowverse. They're in the same writing building. Like they're literally, they're right down. They're in the same. All those shows are in the same building at Warner Brothers. I think that we are not going to see Bruce Wayne or Batman for the same reason those Arrowverse shows, because the movies have scooped Bruce Wayne up and the movies are holding them tight. Now, that doesn't mean that you couldn't still do this story, because just because you can't use Bruce Wayne doesn't mean you can't use Alfred Pennyworth.
It also doesn't mean that you can't use Tim Drake later on, like they did in the animated series in their discussion to sort of tell that story in flashback.
I actually think it's a more powerful storytelling choice. Now production has dictated, in my prediction, production has dictated that they can't use Bruce Wayne. For me, as writers, as we are, that becomes a more exciting challenge of how do I express this relationship when I can't show half of it. And
it's going to be just DMs like it is on Supergirl.
But no. But then it becomes this thing that like Batman will loom over this series without ever being seen. And that's kind of a powerful idea, that this character has such a hold on Dick, but we'll never see them. But I still think I think we'll see Alfred. I do think we'll see Alfred because, I mean, let's be honest. Alfred is grandpa to Dick, so, and almost more important and nicer to Dick. So, like, that's as close as I think we will ever get to Bruce Wayne in Titans.
That's fair.
So, well, I bet he'll be mentioned.
Yeah.
He'll be mentioned. We'll see, like, Wayne Enterprises. We'll see stuff like that, but I don't think we'll ever see him.
In the comments, shoot us your Alfred casting suggestions, because I think it'd be fun to read.
Yeah. All right. The Aka Jules says, hello, favorite channel.
Hey, that's really nice of you.
Thank you for having it.
The channel.
Having what? Oh, the Happy Channel. Oh, you're welcome. My question is, what if season 5 of The Flash was the Rogues? And could you see Power Girl on Supergirl? All right, we've mentioned this several times. I thought for a very long time that season 3 of The Flash was going to be Rogues War.
Wait, you mean like after they introduced Heatwave?
Yep.
And Captain Cold?
And Mirror Master and they basically introduced all of the Rogues, and we're like, oh, they're finally here.
Yeah, except Cheetah,
Let's do the Rogues. Here's the thing. I think the Flash TV show is never going to give us the Rogues as a season-long threat, because if they were, I think they would have already done it.
I agree. Plus, we know Wentworth Miller doesn't really want to come
Yeah, he's kind of done.
And Dominic Brissell, like, Heatwave is off being a hero now.
On Legends,
or an anti-hero, I guess. So I mean, you could do something and call it Rogue War, but not the way that we're thinking of from the classic story.
Well, they've sort of relegated them to being one-off villains.
Yes.
So I just don't think again, the Rogues everybody wants that, and we've all said that for times, but there must be something in the writer's room or the showrunner's office or whatever where they don't think that the Rogues can carry a whole season.
And
I think that's I think they can.
Do it and just, I don't know, bring Pied Piper back or something.
And his second question was
Power Girl.
Could you see Power Girl?
We've actually talked about this before. I have pitched for a long time that I wanted Katie Sackhoff to play Power Girl.
Ooh,
but she's Amunet Black. Yeah. But you know what? They don't take place on the same Earth, so it could still happen. I would like to see it for a single episode, that you could see the strong, powerful figure that Kara becomes in I don't know, a decade or 30 years or 15 years or something. I think Power Girl would be great, like a one-off.
Yeah. I agree. I think you could do Power Girl, and it's either a time travel story with Kara, or Power Girl comes from a different Earth, and you recast her.
Just like in the comics.
Now, this would create some problems with the continuity of the Arrowverse, but I would love it if Power Girl was still from Earth 2, but you have to get around the story plot thing that Zoom, like, took care of all the heroes. So, could we do the storyline? What do you think about this? Power Girl was in space for years, and now she's come back, and the storyline is she's like, what happened to my Earth?
Yes, you could do that. You could definitely. Or she just landed later.
Sure.
Or something happened, like she landed on another planet and then came to Earth after that. I think you could definitely still put her on Earth, too.
Sure, there you go. Justin is a square, who's commented several times before with a great question, says, very serious question for you, Jason and Ashley. Follow me on this.
Okay.
Don't you miss, I mean really miss, Hot Girl reminding us every 5 minutes that she used to be a barista?
You know what? In the recent episode of Legends, when Zari was wasting all of our time watching the episode and she put on the Hot Girl mask, I was like, this is the two worst characters epitomized into one. You know what I do miss? I do miss Hawkman's strange pronunciation of words, because I enjoyed Hawkman. I did.
No. Okay. Great question, though.
That was really good.
Raymond Verada commented us, and he's also another great. I see him comment in the comments all the time, and I thank you for it.
He's a Twitter person, too.
Yes, he has such a great comment. And last week we talked about, the question was, what DC events we thought the CW could, do. And I gave an amazing pitch for Blackest Night. You have no idea how many people said I was an idiot and a flippin' moron. Thanks, everybody. And I'm stupid for that. Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
You might want to check out more of our videos.
Yay. But Raymond Verada, he pitched his idea.
Ooh, this is exciting.
And I think it's great. I think it's a great idea.
Okay.
He said, what about a CW The Nail? Instead of Superman, what if the CW villainry decide to go back in time and prevent Ollie from becoming Green Arrow, thus preventing a chain reaction of all the heroes meeting up and banding together? Now,
you could literally still do the nail. Like, you could,
let's explain what the nail is.
Sorry.
Before we get too far into the weeds, a lot of people out there are probably like, what is the nail?
Comics, if you don't know what the nail is, you should read it.
So JLA The Nail is a series by Alan Davis, and it basically postulates this idea of what if Jonathan and Martha Kent got a flat tire because of a nail and they didn't discover Superman. So Superman never becomes a thing, and it's what is the DC universe like that? So this is what he's saying. What if it's that idea? Now let's go.
You could still do that same storytelling device. Like, what if Ollie and his like horrible dude bro roadster got a flat tire on his way to go on the...
Or what if everybody died on the boat?
Yeah.
The boat sinks and Oliver dies on the boat. Like, he never gets off the boat. I think this is a great idea.
Love it.
I think it's a really good idea. Now, but I want to do it with the Legion of Doom or something like that. You have to do the time travel element with it.
Yeah, you do the Legion of Doom. We've seen a version of that, so why not? Even if you just recast them and they're like, we're naming ourselves after, like, yeah, absolutely.
To be honest with you, I think this would be an amazing crossover for the final season of Arrow. When we know that Arrow is done, like, because that way we could like bow to the idea that Arrow is the granddaddy of this universe.
How integral Oliver Queen is.
Because without him, without him, none of the other heroes happen. Now, Barry could have still happened because it was a lightning bolt.
But the show wouldn't have happened.
That is true.
That's the thing that I think people forget. Like, we love to talk about the fictional timeline, but like, if Arrow, the show, the production had tanked, we wouldn't be doing this video right now.
Yeah. And then also you have to go through Legends. Nothing on Legends happens without Arrow.
No.
Not a single thing on Legends happens because that entire crew is basically Arrow characters. All right. Cool. All right. Sal Skalicki, I hope I pronounced that right, said Mike Kalinowski, Mikey Christmas, as the CW Hal Jordan. He would be great as him in this universe. I saw him on Jane the Virgin and enjoyed him very much. Shout out to him and the DC Popcorn Talk Network. All right, if you don't know who Mike Kalinowski is, he is a friend of ours from the Schmodown. He's a very nice gentleman.
Very nice.
He's super nice, and we pitched in my Blackest Night thing from last week. We said that there needed to be a Hal Jordan, and you know what? I wholeheartedly agree. I salute this 100%. Let's start the campaign right now. Kalinowski for Green Lantern. Let's hashtag that on the screen right now.
That's funny because I think last year Mike was doing Kalinowski for the question.
Yes. Kalinowski for Green Lantern. Sal, I think this is a great idea. Not only do I think Mike has the swagger for it, not only do I think he has the acting ability, but there's something with Hal Jordan. When you're casting a Hal Jordan's got to have a smile that, like sparkles off the edges of supernovas. And I think Mike Kalinowski...
Mike has a nice smile.
He has that smile. I think he has that smile.
Yeah.
I've been bewitched by that smile in person.
Jason and Mike Kalinowski.
Sure. But let's get this started. Kalinowski for Green... Is there a better hashtag than that?
I don't know. Kalinowski for Jordan?
Yeah. Let's go Kalinowski for Green Lantern.
Kalinowski for Highball. That's his dumb nickname, right?
Yeah, I think Kalinowski for Green Lantern is the best one. Kalinowski for Green Lantern. Let's put that out into the Twitter world, and maybe we can make it happen and make it come real, right? Yeah. All right. So as a reminder, head on down to the comments, give us some of your best questions, think deep, and we'll answer them next week. And while you're down there, click subscribe.
And for more exclusive geeky content, why not check out patreon.com/Jawiin.
Go to patreon.com to join our exclusive nerdy club. We talk about a lot of secret stuff behind the scenes, so that's where you're going to find out about it. All right. See you next time.